Then stop blaming everything on the whites. My dude, when you saw my video, you understood that I'm a white, right? You understood that? I have never on any of my videos blamed all Mayo Americans for everything. But I do like to give credit where credit is due. Here is a load of the billionaires in America. Do you notice anything kind of similar about their looks? In that video, I was talking about the rich people that are holding back everybody else. These are the rich people that I was talking about. Do most of them happen to be the color of skeet? Yeah. But do you know why that we do not have a universal healthcare system in the United States of America? Do you want to know? It's racism. FDR was going to implement the first healthcare system in this country that was paid for by taxes. What stopped it, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. Believe it or not, there were some people, I'm not going to say what color they were, that did not want everybody to have equal access to free healthcare. You see, they thought that certain people who recently came out of slavery were kind of poor, and if they had to pay for their health care, then maybe they would die off at a fast rate, and we wouldn't have them around so much anymore. Okay, but what about the saltine Americans? Shouldn't they still get health care? Well, if they're not rich enough to be able to afford insurance, they can go too, I guess. Then along comes the Harry Truman presidency, and he wants to initiate a healthcare system as part of his Fair Deal initiative, and he wants to have a single-payer system, which is basically government-funded healthcare. But there again, Southern segregationists did not want that to happen because there were not a lot of hospitals and doctors, so they would have to integrate both black people and white people in these hospitals, and they could not have that. Wilbur Cohen, a key policy advisor involved in later healthcare reforms, recalled that Southern politicians believed that improved healthcare for black Americans would upset the racial balance by allowing them to live longer and healthier lives. Does this sound familiar? So is it okay if I blame that one on the whites? Just wondering. If you go back and rewatch that video, I'm not blaming all white people for these problems. I'm blaming the ones that did cause the problems. During the times of slavery, there were plenty of white abolitionists that were trying to fight against it. During segregation, there were a lot of white people pushing for integration. There were a lot of white people who were marching for the 1964 Civil Rights Act. You know, the thing that largely caused the party switch where a bunch of the Dixiecrats decided to join the Republican Party. And that's why the southern states used to be blue, but now they're red. You see, my dude, I don't think all white people are racist. And the fact that you thought that I was saying that pretty much shows me where you stand on these issues. But the next time that you have a very large hospital bill, I want you to keep in mind, this was because of white supremacy. And if you ever wonder to yourself why this country is so terribly divided, it's because of white supremacy. It's because these people could not stand to see a black family move into their White House. This is what started Trump's birther movement and gave people permission to just be as outwardly racist as you want to be. All those racist people that kind of kept that shit to themselves for the most part now felt very emboldened. And today you can identify most of these people by their red hats and their disregard for most other people in this country, or by their special gesture that tells us exactly who they are. But if I have anything to say about it, they're only going to be feeling this emboldened for so long. During World War II, my grandfather earned a Purple Heart fighting against this sort of thing. Now I guess it's my turn.